I did 6 viewings in Fulham this week for a client with a budget of £2,500 a month. One flat had a rooftop terrace with an incredible view of London, but also a big flow that could add hundreds to your monthly bills. And one had a swimming pool, a gym, a concierge, and 2 balconies, and was cheaper than the studio next door. I'm going to walk you through all 6. The first flat is the cheapest of the day. It has just been reduced to £1,780 a month. We are in South Fulham, a 12-minute walk from Parsons Green Station, and the flat is on the 3rd floor of this council block. When you get in, there is this corridor that is not big, but you can leave your coats and shoes. Then on this side, there is the bathroom, which is better than average. It's very nicely done. There is a window, storage, a bath, and it's fully tiled, so that's a highlight. Then this is the living room with an open-plan kitchen, and the tenant added a desk by the window. The kitchen area is quite small. There is limited countertop space and only a small fridge. But there is a decent amount of storage. There is a small balcony which is facing toward the estate, so there is no road noise. I like that there are a lot of built-in shelves on this side. Another built-in closet, and at the back, the bedroom. It's not big, but it fits a double bed and there is another integrated wardrobe. So the flat itself was fine, but small. It's only 35 square meters or 370 square feet. But it is a good benchmark. It is representative of what this budget gets you in this area. It was listed at £1,850 a month at first, but as I said, it has just been reduced to £1,780. Anything more expensive should offer you more space, a better building, or a better location. So that was the cheapest of the day. The next one is £620 more expensive. Let's see what that actually buys you. We are in the heart of Parsons Green. It is literally a 2-minute walk from the station. The flat is on the 4th floor of this modern building and there is a lift. When you come in, you have this little hallway opening onto every room. And it's all carpeted, so no hardwood floor here. On the right, you have the boiler cupboard where you have a bit of storage space. Then you have the bedroom, which is a good size, and there is space for bedside tables and extra storage. And there is also this built-in wardrobe. There is this big window with a nice view on one side, but you get a premium view on your neighbor's space on the other side. And there are the tracks of the train behind as well. Then there is another storage space. And here's the bathroom, which is maybe not everybody's style, but it's a decent size. There isn't any storage at all in here, but it is a nice space. And then here's the living room with the open-plan kitchen. It's a decent size, there is space for a sofa and a dining table. The kitchen has quite a basic style, but nothing worrying. I did like the big windows in here as well, and it is bright. But as I said, I have mixed feelings about the view. Because if you look left, it is a lovely panoramic view. But if you look right, you can basically chat with your neighbors from your balcony, which is not great for privacy. This is listed at £2,400 a month. Given the noise from the train tracks, the lack of privacy and no storage in the bathroom, it's too high. So that was a no. The next one was bigger and cheaper. What could possibly go wrong? Yes, this one is £200 cheaper and it actually has 2 bedrooms. We are more north now, a 5-minute walk from Hammersmith Tube Station. It's on the ground floor, but it's not straight on the street. It's a bit further back, inside a gated development. The agent was 20 minutes late, so I was in a rush to leave for my next viewing, but I made a quick video to capture the essentials. When you come in, you have the kitchen, which is in very good condition. There probably isn't enough space for my collection of mugs, but it's still decent. And in the bathroom, I'm not a fan of the tiles, but other than that, it is in very good condition. There is a window and there is a bit of storage. Then you have a first bedroom here with storage and a double bed. This is the living room, which is a bit small for my taste. And here's the second bedroom, where there is another double bed, but it could be removed if needed. So the main highlight of this flat is the location. 2-bedroom for £2,200 a month, less than a 5-minute walk from the station, but in a quiet street, that's rare. However, the ground floor situation was a deal breaker for my client, so I kept going. I saw this other flat on the same road. It's above a shop and you have this private staircase leading to the flat. It's been fully refurbished as well. Right here you have the bedroom. It's a very good size and you have space for a double bed as well as storage. And this is facing the back of the building, so it would be quiet at night. Then up the stairs, there is a very spacious kitchen. I like that there is a window which is also facing the back. It's quite bright and you have a good amount of storage and countertop space. Then here you have a little built-in cupboard. And here's the bathroom, which has a bath and a sink, but no storage. And this is the living room, which is again a very good size. Beautiful floors and very bright. My only concern was the windows that were not totally see-through. I don't know if it's just because they're dirty or if there's actually something wrong with them. And the living room faces the main road, so it is noisy. But this flat was a steal for the location and price. It was 63 square meters or 680 square feet, a 7-minute walk from Hammersmith Tube Station, and it was listed at £1,800 a month. But although it would be a very good deal for the right tenant, it wasn't right for my client who wanted somewhere quieter. And if you also want help finding the perfect match for your specific situation, I'd love to help. You can book a free call with me using the link below. The next one is a completely different style. It's in the heart of Fulham, a 15-minute walk from Fulham border station, and it's listed at £2,300 a month. Right by the entrance door, there is the bedroom. It's very spacious with 2 windows and space for storage. It's also on a very quiet road. I didn't hear a single car drive by when I was there. However, the windows are single glazed, which means higher heating costs in the winter. On the left, there is the separate toilet, and right next to it, the bathroom. The boiler at the back will be hidden by a cupboard, so it won't stay like that. It has a little window, a bath, and storage. The separate kitchen is brand new. There isn't a lot of countertop space and there is only a small fridge, but it looks nice. And here's the little living room, which is not big, but the kitchen can fit a dining table, so it could work. It is a very decent flat, but it's been flipped. Bought cheap, renovated quickly, and put back on the rental market at a higher price. I just don't know if we can trust the landlord to put in good quality work and materials, rather than just making it look good for the viewing and have things fall apart within 3 months. On the plus side, it comes fully furnished, and it also gives you access to this incredible roof terrace that is only shared with 3 other neighbors. So that's the perfect place to survive the evening during a heatwave. For my client, the biggest deal breaker was the single glazed windows, so it was a pass. The next flat was a huge surprise and the best deal of the day. It's right by Brompton Park in this gated development. It's very quiet and green, and there is also a parking space and bike storage included. The flat starts by this long corridor. Then on this side there is the bathroom, which is a good size and has a window. It's not necessarily ultra-modern, but it looks okay. Then there is the bedroom, which is spacious with lots of storage. There is a big window with a balcony and another big window on the other wall. Having windows on 2 different walls brings in a lot of light. Also, we are facing west, so it's very bright, even though it was very cloudy when I was there. There is plenty of built-in storage in the hallway. One cupboard here. And another big one on this side. Then this is the kitchen, which again is not brand new, but it is in good condition. There is a big window with views on trees and a good amount of storage and countertop space. And then this is the living room, which is a good size. Again, lots of windows here on 2 different walls as well. There is another balcony, and I like that we have a view on trees. And there is also a gym and a swimming pool in the development. This flat was listed at £2,400 a month, and it came with a full repaint and floor upgrade. It is an incredible deal for this area. In the same development, I found a studio listed at £300 more, and 2 beds advertised at nearly £5,000 a month. And remember the flat that we looked at just before. Same neighbourhood, smaller, no facilities, and a longer walk to the tube station, for basically the same price. This is the one that I strongly recommended to my client. It is exactly the kind of rare opportunity that you need to jump on before it's gone. Unfortunately, after rerunning the numbers, my client decided that she couldn't justify spending that much money on a flat. So we sadly had to let it go. If you want to see more flat tours in West London, you can click here to watch my Chelsea case study.